Hello everybody, this is House Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Shadowrun Dragonfall Director's Cut. In the previous episode we learned some rather disturbing things about what the Firewing might have planned, and then proceeded to speak with our friends to pick up some personal contracts. But before we get into one of those contracts, I just realized that we didn't actually take a look at that DVD that Malit had to pay somebody else to restore. Or subcontract, as she put it. Alright, load the fourth DVD. Let's see, whirring sound, yada yada, track 1. Let's see, Green Winter's face appears on screen, 2050-04-28. This is it, the interview. Took some digging to find it, but here he is, my big brother, back in his prime. The note disappears and for a moment the screen goes blank. Suddenly, image of a news correspondent flashes onto screen, accompanied by a brief orchestral flourish. Timestamp in the upper right of this corner of the screen reveals the date, August 22nd, 2012. Thank you for joining us. We are coming to you live from the ruins of Sangerhausen, the fifth Harz mountain town to be sacked by the dragon Feuerschwing. Standing by my side is the head of Deal Defense, Dr. Adrian Vauclair. Dr. Vauclair has been hailed as a leader in the effort to bring down the Feuerschwing and end her reign of terror. Dr. Vauclair, tell us about your efforts to bring down the dragon. Killing the monster has proven difficult to say the least. Her speed and maneuverability in the air are extraordinary. Her scales repel small arms fire and her breath can melt steel. Our R&D teams have been working around the clock to devise a weapon capable of downing the beast. In the interim, we are providing material support for the Luftwaffe's attempts to shoot her down via conventional means. Herr Vauclair, why are you directing Deal Defense's energies to the killing of Feuerschwing? Are there corporate interests at play in this? Corporate interests? No. This is a matter of human interest. Innocent lives are being extinguished at an appalling rate. I am in a position to help put an end to the slaughter, and so I must. It really is that simple. Dr. Vauclair, you must understand my skepticism. Our viewers aren't looking for a PR statement. They come to us for the truth. I'm afraid that I don't have time to go back and forth on this. Your viewers can think whatever they wish. My concern is in helping the people affected by this tragedy. In that case, Dr. Vauclair, I thank you for sharing your valuable time with us. You're very welcome. To the viewers at home, stay safe and watch the skies. Salvation is coming. I promise. Again, that was Dr. Adrian Vauclair, CEO of Deal Defense. Dr. Vauclair is the chief architect of the military's current plan to bring down the dragon Feuerschwing. Stay tuned for more late-breaking news on the battle for the Harz Mountains. We'll be right back. Okay, on to track 2. See, timestamp 2054-11-17. Holy shit. I just stumbled onto some of Adrian's old lab notes. I'm not going to say how I came across these. Someone might get hurt if the wrong people watch this. But I've checked them against some of Adrian's old handwriting samples. They're legitimate. Holy shit, this is big. Alright, okay. Back up, slow down, breathe. He takes a moment to calm himself. Okay, so these notes, they pretty much confirm something that I'd always suspected. The Luftwaffe didn't shoot down Feuerschwing. I mean, they tried, they pumped thousands of rounds into the air around her, and they lobbed rockets at her for months. Lost a lot of attack helicopters and fighter craft in the process. But none of these things were responsible for taking her down. The Dragonfall was caused by an experimental warhead, one that Adrian and his Deal Defense think tank designed. I don't understand the science of it, not even a little bit, but from what I can piece together, it looks like they designed some sort of chemical radiological agent that acts on the metagene. I don't think they fully understood what they were doing. It was 2012 after all. I mean, the process worked, but I don't know if they understood why it worked. Anyway, when a warhead full of this stuff comes into contact with a dual-natured creature, like a dragon, say, it drives a wedge between the creature's physical and astral forms. The body gets put into a sort of hibernation state and the spirit is forced out. It also looks like this process can maintain that state of separation indefinitely, and that's a pretty horrifying thought. A discorporated body's supposed to die in a few hours. I've heard horror stories about ghost walking mages getting trapped in the astral space, unable to rejoin with their meat. I heard they went crazy from the pain. If what I'm reading is accurate, it's definitely possible that Feuerschwing has been trapped outside of her body for over 40 years. Winter pushes his chair back and slaps the table in front of him. This is why Adrian was always so cagey about the subject of Feuerschwing after the Dragonfall. He knew for a fact that she was alive, even if only technically. Her body crashed down to the socks, sure, but she wasn't dead. The government wouldn't let Adrian tell the public about any of this, of course. It'd interfere with the lie that they were feeding us, that the Firewing was dead and that everyone was safe, and that people should stop hiding their basements and get back to work again. But privately, he always said that she was still out there, somewhere deep in the socks. I'd always knew that he was a paranoid, but I was wrong. He knew. So, what does all of this mean? It means that the stories I got from that ghost rat suddenly sound a lot more plausible. It means that Feuerschwing is definitely alive, and that Adrian's disappearance is unquestionably tied to her survival. It also means that Germany is in deep shit, because if Feuerschwing is still alive, it's only a matter of time before she rears her ugly head again. Okay, that's enough for one night. I'm gonna go get drunk. Okay, track 3. See, Greenwinter's face appears on screen. He looks younger than you've ever seen him, but from the way he's carrying himself, he's clearly drunk. 2033-05-15. Look, Adrian, I understand you. Lord knows I do, but you've got to drop this dragon fixation. People are starting to talk. There's a camera cut and you find yourself looking at a young, handsome Dr. Adrian Beauclair. He wears a slight smile on his face. Oh, they're talking, are they? What a terrible shame. Damn it, Adrian, this is serious. You're a public figure. You could lose everything if you don't keep these ridiculous fairy tales to yourself. Hermie, my theories are not, as you call them, fairy tales. Dragons are real. I saved Germany from one. Have you forgotten? No, of course not. Everyone knows that you killed the Firewing. Stopped, not killed. Fine, stopped, whatever. Winter swipes a bottle off the table in front of him, drains it and drops it to the floor. Call it whatever you want, but Adrian, you're the only one who's still obsessed with the damned things. There aren't that many of them, and they're not taking over the world. Yeah, I beg to differ. Beauclair's voice is quiet, soft. Such is the cry of a cancer patient unaware of what's killing him. I'm fine, not to worry. I'll smoke another cigarette. What's the harm? He doesn't see what's happening, but he winds up dead all the same. Winter snorts. Now you're being maudlin. Look, Adrian. Beauclair shakes his head. His smile disappears. You mark my words, Hermie. Within 5 years, corporations, even countries, will fall to these creatures. And the worst part is, nobody will care. Oh, people will tut-tut about it. There may be a protest or two, but nobody will actually do anything to stop them. The immortal, all-powerful, utterly pitiless reptiles will seize more and more of our power, wealth, and territory, and we, foolish, short-sighted mortals, will never get it back. Greenwinters chuckles uncomfortably, raises his hands in the air in a supplicating gesture. Come now, Adrian. Beauclair talks over his brother's interruption. We could solve the problem, of course, but we as a species are unwilling to invest our energy into problems that aren't staring us right in the face. As it was with climate change, so it is with dragons. I've accepted that, but you can't ask me to stop caring about it. Winter shakes his head. You're hopeless, Adrian. Fine, by all means, keep caring. Just keep your conspiracy theories to yourself. I'm telling you this for your own sake. Beauclair sighs. He looks incredibly tired. Yes, Hermie, you're right, of course. I mustn't jeopardize my credibility with the masses. Winter's expression turns serious. His voice lowers. It's not just your credibility I'm worried about, Hermie. Talk is talk, but sometimes... He pauses, shakes his head. Sometimes I worry that you're really going back to the socks. Beauclair's tone softens again. Hermie, Winter cuts his brother off. A new intensity burns in his voice. Please, big brother, just drop all of this. Stop hunting the Firewing and start living your life again. If you won't do it for yourself, then for Christ's sake, do it for me. Valclaire nods, then looks away from the screen. All right, Hermie. I'll try. Track 4. Let's see. Screen fills with text. Meet and mate singles dating profile. Okay. Fun-loving guy who's also a great listener. I love hiking, clubbing, and all kinds of pets. Looking for a cute, funny, adventurous girl who's down to party. I don't respond to profiles without pics. No orcs, no trolls. Sorry, ladies. Okay. Not what I was expecting for the last track, but whatever. Okay, now that we've gotten all that out of the way, it's now time to go after the engineer. And don't worry, we will eventually get to Blitz's story. Call Iger and travel to the Shotgun Nest to locate the engineer. Yep, she's the only one we can bring with us on this. Let's see, we do have the cyberware deactivator. So that's good. Alright. Nothing else? Let's get moving. Shotgun Nest. The kiosk next door to the Kreuzbasar, and an object lesson in anarchy gone wrong. Violent gangs rule the streets here, trading territory to the roar of gunfire. Streets are a war zone. As dangerous as Shotgun Nest already is, it could be worse. Gangs are vicious but disorganized. They pose little risk to their neighbors. With little more than a makeshift barricade and a few volunteers, the Kreuzbasar has successfully insulated itself from the chaos of its neighboring kies. The engineer could change all of that. He has to be stopped, and the F-State as a whole needs to be alerted to what his clients are trying to do. It's up to you and Iger to make sure that happens. Well, alright then. Make sure you have the cyberware deactivator on you. You're going to need it. Other than that, we're good to go. Yeah, I know I have karma, but I don't really have anything I want to spend it on. As you near the edge of the Kreuzbasar, the familiar piss and asphalt stench of Shotgun Nest crawls into your nostrils and sticks in the back of your throat. The dilapidated husks of burnt-out buildings loom above you, giving the place an air of menace. I was hoping I'd put this place behind me after the Humanus run. Yeah, I'm with you there. She wrinkles her nose. Funny thing is, the Syndicate presence might actually help Shotgun Nest. In the short term, at least. They'd clean up the streets if nothing else. Don't tell me you're changing your mind. Not for a second. A syndicate, any syndicate in Shotgun Nest would be a disaster for the Kreuzbasar. Let the people on the other side of the gate deal with their own problems. I won't allow my home to be endangered for their sake. Good. Alright, there's the guard from last time. He ain't gonna stop us again. You again. Well, you ignored my warning last time and you ain't dead, so I guess you can handle yourself. He sighs. Let him through, Sergey. Sergey. However you pronounce it. Okay. Let's see, there's a cardboard box that you can get 50 to 75 new yen from it, but I ain't that hard up for cash that I really need that. Let's see. Warehouse is up to the north. Whichever way around that orientation is. Don't believe it's this way, though. Oh, hold up. Got something here. Bliss. Let's see, reduces damage. Nah. Send it to the stash. Rambach up ahead. Maybe there's a way around. Why, yes, there is. Down this alleyway. Otherwise, we could try fighting them, but I'd recommend against that. And this leads us out into an exterior area. not really much to worry about here. Let's talk to some people. What? What do you want? New in town. What's hot around here? Nothing. Not a goddamn thing. All there is to do in Shot Nest is get your arse beat by gangs until you decide to join one. Why not move? There are safer Kies not far from here. That takes money. Rent ain't free, unless you're suggesting I start living on the street. At least here I have a roof over my head. Alright, just looking for some info. I bet you are. I've seen your type before. You're probably looking for someone or looking for something that's been stolen. Either way, Rambach won't be happy about you sticking your nose in the Shot Nest. Alright. I'm leaving. Okay, let's talk to the lady. I got pots and pans. You need pots and pans? No, but some info would be nice. You seen any new friends of the Rambach around? Rambach show up lately? Yeah, sure, I have. What's it to you? The woman eyes you up and down, clearly waiting for you to make an offer. Let's see. You can pay the 50 new yen, or you can use street etiquette in order to allegedly reduce the price. I'll make things very bad for the Rambach once I know where their friend is staying. She leans in for a whisper. They're just down the street, in the warehouse with the grass in front. New guys showed up a few days ago. Seems like a bigwig. They've been moving product through there ever since. What kind of product? That'd cost you extra, sweetie. Is it important? Drugs, guns, the usual. Seems like more drugs than guns lately, so maybe things will pick up around here. Thanks. No problem, honey. I got the best deals on pots and pans this side of Spandau. Okay, so there's a warehouse down this way that they're moving stuff through. Let's take a look. Motorcycle, huh? Seems a little too fancy for this place. Engine's still warm. Colors on the tail clearly marked as Rambach property. And that's why. The warehouse door is windowless, slab of reinforced densiplast. Keypad entry system sits to one side. Well, with a decking of 5, we could bypass the keypad and enter silently. We also have a suggestion from Iger. Got any ideas? Looks secure. She examines the heavy door, scowling. May be able to blast it open with a controlled explosive, but that'd spook anyone inside. Probably best if we could just find the code. Now, the explosion. You need to go back to a camper in the southeast corner near the second group of gangers you probably skipped, and you can get a propane tank for them. But, like Iger said, that would spook anyone inside. However, if we go talk to the pots and pans lady, we can get the code. That warehouse you told me about is locked up with a key code panel. You know anything about that? Sure, I could help you out here, for a price. You can use Strength 5, but I wouldn't recommend it. You can pay her, or you can use Street Etiquette. I'll be doing you a favor once I get that code, you know. Not this time. Pay up or no deal. 500, no less. I've got to make a living, you know. Son of a gun. Fine. Code is 292 something. I don't know the last number. That'll get you most of the way, though. Enjoy. You don't even know the whole thing? I'm not going near that place. Good luck. Ugh. You pretty much have to guess what the last one is. But I already know it because I'm looking at a guy that tells me what the code is. And it is 2924. As far as I can tell, there's no other ways of learning the last number but guessing. 2924. The door unlocks. Get ready for combat. Hope you've built up Iger. In there, that's our man. Yep, just on the other side of the wall. But we're gonna have to fight our way through all of these guys. Alright, let's get Talia moved into cover. Let's go for an aimed shot on the Conjurer. Preferably before she can start, you know, conjuring stuff. Let's see. Phosphorus grenade. Let's go for the frag. Well, she at least hit the other guy. Did she lose? I think she lost control of it. Okay, Iger. Let's see if you can't shotgun all these guys. Alright, unbalanced. And then just take some more shots at her. I did not want to do that. And yeah, she did lose control of it. Anyways, guy's gonna make a break for it. We're gonna have to fight through and chase him down. Boy. Alright, let's get Iger over to the other side here. 61, 49. Well, shit. Oh, come on. This is not good. Alright, I need to get in close to this thing so I can... Oh. Right. Oh, now you start targeting the other people. I'm gonna use the regular. Alright, I got better aim on him, but I want to make sure I can take out this. I might have to reload just for this. Okay, seriously? Okay, no, I'm not wasting both of mine on that. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Let's try this again. Try not to screw it up. And I got neither of them with that. And of course she lost control, which means I can't just off her and be done with that thing. But so be it. Let's see if I can't unbalance this thing. Uh-oh. There's that damn flashbang. Come on, why can't you go after the guy right next to you? And she's still stunned, which means I gotta waste time with Iger healing her up. Really pissing me off here. Alright, good. At least he's down. Let's try to unbalance this thing again. Okay, at the very least it's targeting the other guy. Okay, Talia, you heal up, and then take an aimed shot at the Typhoon. It's the bigger threat here. It needs to go down. There we go. Out of ammo, just reload, and let's get moving. Don't worry, you're not on a time limit to catch up with the guy. Yet. Eiger, you also reload. And seeing as how Talia is more wounded than you, you move in first. Okay, she's unbalanced. She lost some AP, but not enough to stun her. But that's fine, I can work with that. Better off going for the mage who's out in the open. Her accuracy is improved. Is she still unbalanced? Yes. Ah, cover. Alright, fine. Let's go for the full auto on the mage. Eiger, how about you get around and start getting some flanking shotgun blasts on her? Jeez, how tough is this chick? Okay, mage is down. There we go. Should probably heal Talia, but unfortunately not enough AP for that. So we're just gonna have to hold out. I'd rather use teammate stuff because theirs gets restored at no cost to me afterwards than my own, if I can help it. Nope, can't get line of sight on him. At least Overwatch, though. And he missed a point-blank shot. Okay. Okay, probably won't have enough time to take care of the rest of this mission, but I can at least try to catch him. Not enough AP. Having some AP boosting items might help on this mission. Let's see. Does 1 AP but reduces HP damage by 6. Can hit adjacent targets. Reduced accuracy. Boom. Okay. says we gotta clear the area of Rambach gangsters, or gangers. And according to what I'm reading, yep, a couple of guys should show up. Let's take an aim shot on this guy. Oh, really? Didn't kill him. And there's another one. Alright, he's down. Iger, you should be able to finish this guy off. And that's that. Let me drag this guy back to the warehouse. We're going to find out what he knows. Still, though, that was a lucky shot with the knee, well, with whatever it was that did AP damage to him. The engineer lies splayed out on the ground, his body trembling violently. Iger shoves a bottle up his nose and squeezes. The engineer shudders violently, then the trembling begins to subside. She glances at you. An aerosol BZD to help treat the seizures. Bannock was kind enough to include it in his goodie bag. It won't last long, but it should give Yuli here enough muscular control to answer a few questions. The engineer's voice comes out in a trembling stutter. F-F-F-F-F-U troll. Iger raises an eyebrow. See? He's talking already. The engineer's eyes burn with hate, beads of sweat dot his brow as he struggles to control the tremors that rack his body. He takes a deep breath, holds it, and releases it slowly. The trembling begins to subside. Feeling better, Yuli? Ready to chat? See, slowly the orc's eyes shift from Iger to you. I know that troll bitch. We have history, but you are a stranger to me. Are you sure that you have the stomach for this stranger? Not many do. Hit him. The wind explodes out of the orc's lungs as your fist slams into his belly. His breath stinks of harissa and garlic. After a few panicked seconds, he manages to gasp out a word. Bitch! Hit him again. Language, young man. You slam your fist into the bridge of the engineer's nose. His head whips back and then comes forward again. A trickle of blood leaks from one of his nostrils. He looks you up and down and then gives a slight nod. You're not weak, Elf. I'll give you that much. His voice sounds stronger now. The stutter that marred his speech has almost completely faded away. Not strong, but not weak. 3 pieces of advice from me to you. Kill me here and now. Do it quick. He fixes his gaze on you, because if I ever get off this floor, you're dead. First I'll do you, then I'll do your bitch friend, and it will be messy. If you did manage to get up off that floor, you'd make it about a step and a half before you started convulsing. You're helpless, Yuli. Iger smiles. She's right, you know. You're completely at our mercy, so tell us, Yuli, whose payroll are you on? She grabs a fistful of the orc's hair, lifts his head. Her face is inches from his. Tell us who sent you to Schottenest. There's a long pause. Eventually the engineer looks away. Alright, you want to know so badly? I'll tell you. Tamina sent me here. They want to use Schottenest as a base of operations in Berlin. My point of contact is a ghoul named Beetle. He leans forward with Iger. There, you've got your intel. Now set me free or kill me. Yuli. Iger leans back, shaking her head. You wouldn't roll over on an employer this easily. Your rep tells me that much. He raises an eyebrow, looks in the look of mock astonishment. No? No, Iger's right. You're jerking us around. You wanted a name? I gave you a name. Want more? I can give you those too. I can name you 100 clients who'd love a piece of Schottenest. How do you intend to determine who really sent me here? You let us worry about that. Oh, I intend to. He wrestles the corner of his mouth up into a smirk. I've got no worries. I already know what my future holds. Maybe you try to reason with me and that fails. Maybe you try coercion. That'll get you nowhere too. You try beating on me, and I'll start giving names. More names than you know what to do with. Torture me or don't, it'll all end the same way. I'll be dead and you'll know nothing for certain, and my clients will move ahead on schedule. Well, help us out then. If you're already dead, why care about being a snitch? He snorts. I won't give your she-troll the satisfaction. She wants it, that's why she won't get it. Iger's hand bunched into fists. She's still smiling, but you can feel the heat of the hatred behind her eyes. If you don't start telling me what I want to hear in the next 30 seconds, this is going to get messy. I know that look, Yuli. I'd start talking if I were. The engineer cuts you off, a perverse smile is spread across his face. You know, Iger. He takes his time pronouncing the name, savors it. I'd like to tell you a story. We share so much history, you and I. Iger says nothing, but her eyes narrow. The engineer continues, his grin broadening. This is a funny story. It's a story about your time in the KSK, a story about futility. I can tell you all about the many lives you've touched, and how the Syndicate touched them again afterwards. Would you like that? There is a long pause. Eventually, Iger turns to face you. Talia, do me a favor. Sweep the building for intel. Anything that we might have missed on the way in. Yeah, I'm on it. Taking care of our friend here. She shoots you a disgusted glance at your captive. Yeah, don't worry. I will. But unfortunately, we are out of time to take care of this interrogation. So I'm gonna have to end it off here for today. If you guys like what you see, please leave a like, subscribe for future content. Don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notifications for when I upload, or to hit the straw poll link to vote for our next Let's Play, which is currently at 7 votes. 3 for Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, 2 for Parade 2017, 1 for Dragon Age Origins Awakening, and 1 for Yakuza 0. And please, leave a comment down below this video. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.